Marvel Rivals. It is just a recover of Overwatch, but with the Marvel label on it. Like, Blizzard literally told Marvel, was like, here, copy my homework. Like, it's so identical. Don't believe me? Well, here's some examples. Adam Warlock is literally just old, like 1.0 Mercy, but it's much slower, and also he also has some niche abilities, like he can heal people like by just connecting to them or something. It's literally like so similar, like really. Black Panther is Black Genji. Enough said. Black Widow. Do I really have to explain this one to you? Literally, she has her name in her name. Black Widow, Widowmaker. They literally copy and pasted and like, oh, let me just make some adjustments. Like, oh, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then literally, it's just copy and paste. That's all it is. Captain America. Now, this one kind of is a stretch, but I can see it, right? Captain America, Ramatra, but Americified. Does that not make sense? Like, bro, he does like the block thing where, like, you know, he goes and does the thing, and then he punches, and it's kind of like Captain America when he uses his shield, and he has some projectiles as well. Like, Ramatra has one projectile actually, but it's a little like Ramatra. Like, you can see it. Cloak and Dagger, somewhat like Moira, but you can throw a Zen Discord in there as well, and then kind of just add some Marvel abilities, and then boom, you have the character. Doctor Strange is literally Reinhardt if he could fly. Mainly because he has the shield. The weapon they use is quite different because he has like a whip as his melee and also has that burst projectile that goes like a little distance. But he has like his ult that stuns people, and he has a big shield. It's just like if Reinhardt could fly. That's what Doctor Strange is. That's how I picture it. Groot. Groot is literally Mei if she was a tank and also a tree. You know, like, think about it. He doesn't have like the slow ability, but he does have like that kind of like small projectile she shoots like with her right click. It's pretty much the same thing. Also, not to mention he has like Zarya Grav as well. Hawkeye. Do I even have to explain this one to you? Hanzo. Like, it's literally, they both have a bow and arrow they use to fight. Like, I don't need to explain anything. It just like, the only difference is that he has Hawkeye powers, but it's the exact same thing. Hela, all right, Hela is kind of like a stretch on this one, but when I think of Hela compared to Overwatch, I think of Ashe because, well, she's hit scan, so she has like, you know, has that like stuff, and then like Hela has like that little bomb she can throw that reminds me of like the dynamite. And then when she pops her ult, that reminds me of Bob, but like a Bob that's flying in the air and then can't like really contest anything other than just do a shit ton of damage if you're inside of it. Hulk. Hulk reminds me of that new fucking tank. Like, what's his name? Hazard? That's that's all I think about. Like, I don't know how to explain it other than I get that vibe from him, and also the mobility is kind of similar, and they're both tanks, and like they have like that big bulk like type look on them. So that's why I think of Hazard when I look at Hulk. Iron Fist is literally just Genji if he used his fists to fight, plus like a little self-heal ability in there too. Like, it's pretty much just Genji. Same thing like with his ult. Like, if he just uses fist, it would be the same thing. He has the deflect. He has everything. Bro can deflect anything in the fucking game. Like, really. Iron Man is Pharah. Like, Iron Man is Pharah. Don't argue with me on that. He is Pharah. Like, it's just Pharah with not that much mobility other than the fact that he can fly infinitely, and also is replaced with like a bunch of insane damage and a lot of ammo, and also having like a beam that can do like hit scan, and then his ult is literally just a big bomb that just insta kills anything in its way. Jeff the Land Shark. Now, bear with me on this. Think about it. Really think about it. Venture, but if she got turned into a baby shark dog. Right? Like, literally, it is Venture. It is Venture if she just turned into a baby shark dog. Loki, I mean, if you look at his ultimate, it looks like Echo. but like a lot better version of Echo. And also like if Echo was like a healer. That's kind of what I get from him. Luna Snow is literally like Zenyatta because of her ultimate, but also mixed with a little bit of Lucio, but not like the same thing, but she has like that two forms and everything. She can switch between her ultimate. That's what instantly reminds me of like Lucio, but like also Zenyatta, just because like she can really heal a lot fast. It's not invulnerable like Zenyatta's ult, but it is really fast and it's really good healing. Magic is literally DPS Brig. Like I can't unsee it. It's just like she has the dash with like the shield. She has that like short dash. When she pops ult, I believe she has like a different form, and then Brig also like rallies and like she does have like gives armor and stuff, and then also she self heals in a way, like she gives bonus health, Magic does, but then Brig self heals because like she's a healer and that's how she heals. She heals by hitting people, and that's exactly what Magic does. Magneto, he's literally Sigma but with Zarya barrier. It is Sigma with Zarya barrier, and the fact that like his shield is like infinite pretty much. It's on a timer. Mantis. Mantis is Mercy and Ana put into one character, and that's pretty much about it. It's Mercy and Ana put into one character, but like a little bit better. And their ultimate is like Mercy ult, but like it's not. It's actually her ultimate is actually more like Zenyatta, but like a little less weaker. You know, Mantis also kind of like power boost like Mercy, so that's also another reason why it's like Mercy as well. Moon Knight. Moon Knight is like his primary fire is like Genji, but his primary fire is like Genji, like he throws like those little shurikens and whatever, and then he has like the little grapple hook, so it's kind of like a double jump in a way, and so it's kind of like that. But then like you're thinking like, oh, he can glide and everything. Well, I'm thinking like Pharah, because Pharah, she can like kind of like fly a little bit, but then if you look at Moon Knight's ultimate, it is literally like his ultimate. Like it's just that he can like kind of put it anywhere that he wants. He can put his ult anywhere he wants, and it goes through shields and everything. And it's really dangerous. It's a really good DPS ult. Namor, Junker Queen, if she just threw her knives and they like didn't retract, and also taking Orissa's mortified ability and added flying to it. That's the way I see it. It's like in like turning like these two tanks into a DPS. Like it's like minus the health. Junker Queen if she just threw knives, and then also the mortified ability, but you could fly. And then his ultimate is just a big AoE, and that stuns if you survive it. Penny Parker. She is Diva design with Diva, and then she has her mech, but it's Torb ult gameplay. That's all it is. Like her gameplay is just using Torbolt constantly and just setting down your spiders. And then like, yeah, you have Diva Mech where she like shoots and shit. Like, it's like that. Psylocke is like Genji and Sombra combined. It's like if Genji and Sombra had a baby and then they pursued to be in Marvel, that would be Psylocke. The Punisher. The Punisher is just Bastion, but then when he ults, he turns into Malwaga. That's all I see, really. Rocket Raccoon. It's like taking old Torb, where he threw his armor and then basically just like gave everyone armor and whatnot. And then it's like Baptiste, like with like his weapon that can shoot two like ammo types. Like he can shoot like his minigun, and then he can shoot like his like little orbs that he has. And then like his ultimate is like a little like lamp thing that you can do that kind of like it gives you an extra revive. So I think in that sense, like the mortality field, it kind of like saves you. And so it's kind of like, oh, you can kind of have like a second life, because you got saved by that. Scarlet Witch. Moira, but a DPS. And like she has like a little ball that's like Cassidy's like flashbang, and it can stun multiple times. And that's it. It's literally Moira, but DPS with a flashbang. That's how I picture it. Squirrel Girl. I've never been more confident in this. Literally female Junkrat. That's all it is. Female Junkrat. Spider-Man is Doomfist, but with a lot more mobility and a lot less health. Star-Lord is Tracer, but if she had Soldier 76 ult and also could fly and dodge. which is just crazy to me. Like it's a lot slower, but like that dodge kind of replaces her blink and like also recall as well. So and I guess you can kind of say Reaper as well because he has like the little spin attack that he does, like where he shoots all around him, and it kind of reminds me of like Reaper ult. Storm. It's like if you took Kiriko, her skills with her knives, and replaced it with air, and then made it infinite flying and put it into the DPS role. You know, that's all I picture it. And then like her ult's like just Storm. You know, Thor is like Winston because like all the electricity and everything. It's like if Winston, if he wasn't a monkey and he had a hammer, that literally would be Thor. That's all I can think about. Venom. Venom is kind of a stretch on like he has pretty unique abilities, but one thing that does come to me is like Wrecking Ball, because like he has the little swing and everything, and then also he has like that one ability that gives him health for how low he is, not compared to how many people are around, just like how low he is. So it's kind of like Wrecking Ball in a way. Winter Soldier is Cassidy with 3 bullets, and he has Roadhog Hook, and that's pretty much about it. And then he has like his ultimate, but yeah. Last one, but certainly not least, Wolverine. Wolverine is like Ryan, but if he can swing as 10 times as fast and had less of health, and he had like a big leap of faith that he could do and like stab people with it. And that's kind of what I think about this game. There's no hate against this game. I love this game. I've been loving this game. It feels just like it was like old Overwatch and like 6v6 and everything, but it's like third person. But it feels so good. It really feels like Overwatch got pretty much just we restarted on Overwatch, and I get that grind feeling again. I really like this game. I really do. If you guys haven't tried it, really, if you liked Overwatch, you'll definitely like this game, 100%. If you like, I don't know, maybe Smite or any type of like shooter that has like teamwork implied into it, this game might be for you. And also, if you like Marvel, then give it a shot. Why not, man? Like, nothing will hurt you, you know? Like, this game is good. No hate to Blizzard, no hate to Marvel, no nothing. This is just my opinions and what I think. Thank you guys for your time. I appreciate you. And you guys have a great Christmas. And I'll see you guys in the next one.